another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details.
Another, sinking? Ship
Cool.
sinking.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, you little rascal. Okay, we got the cursed book from the Bayou. We got a message to Astmet. When the storm starts, where the ships fall, it's Stevenson's guiding light, the last embrace of all the chosen. Yeah, that's definitely not a light tower. There we go. That's the article. Storm of the Century. The tempest, which many already call the storm of the century, has been raging west of Lochaber's coastline over the past fortnight. Officials? Excuse you? I don't know what it is. Always when before I don't sneeze as soon as I start recording. I got that allergy. Maybe I'm allergic to you. The storm is taking a toll on shipping and seamen's lives. With 34 ships reported lost, even as this article goes to press, hundreds of lives hang in the balance, with seamen struggling against the elements. Sadly, the Royal Navy Rescue is forbidden to launch any search parties due to the dangerous conditions. Her Majesty Queen Victoria held an emergency meeting with her ministers about the crisis along our coast, and it was learned that similar phenomena of lower importance are occurring around the world. In other news, a French thief with the initials AL is toying with a Scotland Yard. So we're not going to solve these anytime soon. We're going to
Get the Strand, get the true facts.
to Barnes Bookstore, which should be here and left. Ah, there we go. That's his bookstore. Wait, here. Oh, that's the flower shop. Wait, it's open? It's open. Ooh. We can talk about the Bayou's cursed book.
Dr. Watson, how nice to see you, despite the inclement weather. At least my flowers are enjoying the rainfall.
Yeah, especially those that are inside. Wait, I'm not dressed accordingly. Why is that Mr. Holmes? Oh, W is for Watson. We do need a hat. Because it is raining. There we go. Something vile emanates from the book in the Bayou. Its language is obscure, but Barnes could have a look at it. Let me use my Batman senses.
For some reason, it makes my skin crawl.
This is the world that we've been having to deal with
Take care of your master.
with Sherlock Holmes. Does he have 2 dogs now? He had just 1 last time. All right.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Oh.
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
And the rest of you is full of it too, huh? Oh, Stevenson's guiding light.
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely.
All right. So, cryptic message. The name Stevenson reminds him of the up-and-coming Scottish author. A book on great families which can be found on the shelves to his right. Yeah, because there's no shelves on his left, so they're all on his... Oh, maybe this one? Greatest British Families. This volume gathers facts, stories, and gossip about the members and successes of great British families. It is somewhat a chauvinistic account of Britain's finest. Really? Oh, we have to... Bam. We have to wham, bam, and thank you, ma'am. So... what did it say? What did it say? Scottish? Scottish. Scotland? Achievement. Period. So 1800s. We know that is now, is up and coming. So the labors of my sires, the towers, the lamps. He veered away from his family's non-literary vocation. So I have no clue. Exploration? He doesn't have a title, does he? He's a maritime, maybe. There we go. The book Greatest British Families, because his family was a maritime, but he wasn't. Briefly mentions the Stevensons, famed for their lighthouses across all of Scotland. Funnily enough, the first Stevenson in the lineage shares the same name given as the latest, the author Robert Louis Stevenson. Ever since the Bell Rock Lighthouse erection, they said erection. Okay, what a horrible joke. In 1810, the Stevensons have left their mark around Scotland via civil engineering feats in the maritime industry. Whether the lighthouse were built by Robert Stevenson or his sons Alan, David, and Thomas, sailors roaming Scotland's coastline have the dynasty to thank for guiding them to prosperity and safety. We're ready to solve it. What is the cryptic message for Ashmet about? No? Ah. The gathering at Stevenson's build The message mentions a place where the cult plans to gather, a lighthouse built by the Stevensons west of Lochaber, Scotland. Who was the cult leader and what is their goal? Now, who is the cult leader? Is it 3 green ones, huh? And 0. From 0 to 0, that's what we achieved. Nothing. Let's talk to him again.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Oh, crap.
Much appreciated.
That is a huge map. Loch Harbour. Located on the remote island of the same name, Skerryvore, lighthouse lies southwest of the inhabited island of Tiree. Designed and built in 1844 by Alan Stevenson, the tower is a testament to the determination of the Empire's workers and engineers to make life safer for seamen. The lighthouse has seen 6 years of construction with numerous men risking their lives to build this granite beacon of safety atop dangerous rocks. Oh, okay, here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Located on the outer Hebrides island of Barrahead, the lighthouse illuminates the southern entrance to the Minch. The tower, designed by Robert Stevenson and built by James Smith of Inverness in 1833, is made of stone. It is deemed the United Kingdom's highest lighthouse, standing 682 feet above sea level. We got 2 more. The Ardnamurchan Lighthouse. Designed and built in 1849 by Alan Stevenson, the lighthouse lies at the western end of the Ardnamurchan Peninsula in Lochaber. It architecturally and decoratively depicts Egyptian influences, making it unique amongst Scottish lighthouses. Made of granite and bearing a strikingly black lantern, the tower soars to 118 feet above the rocks. Rubanangal Lighthouse. Rubanangal means Stranger's Point in Scottish Gaelic. This simple yet elegant brick tower of light, built in 1857 by David and Thomas Stevenson, is not even the only one the dynasty has erected that year. It is 62 feet tall and bears a luminous range of 10 nautical miles, lighting the way for ships roaming the Sound of Mull. The Sound of Mull. Listen to the sound of Mull. Congratulations, now you listen to it. Now you have listened to it. Can we go back and talk to him, or can we... 3 greens. Let's see if we can figure this out without just guesswork. The Minch. The highest lighthouse. Then we got the Sound of Mull. Stranger's Point. Wait, what does this say here? When the storm starts, where the ships fall, at Stevenson's guiding light, the last embrace of all the chosen. The towers where we founded, the lamps we lit. The last embrace of the chosen, Stevenson's guiding light. The last embrace of the chosen. So, the guidance of the light. This one is the one that mentions light specifically. Luminous range of 10 nautical miles. But then we can't just add another lighthouse. So we're still missing something. Talk to him again.
Doctor?
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
Oh no, he's gonna go crazy.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future. Good day, Doctor.
I think you will become insane and then die if you keep reading it. So what did we get here? The book details a vaguely anthropoid monster, this octopus-like head, face being a mass of feelers. A scaly, rubbery-looking body, huge claws on his hind feet and forefeet, and the long, narrow wings. Sharush, papash. Ritual of awakening. Strong as the man of every ethnicity on Earth. Creature with a pitch black face. So this has to be it. Maybe the lighthouse is wrong. It's both wrong. Okay, so requires people from all over the world. Egyptian one. Let's go with the Egyptian one. Oh, that was the right one? Wait, they were still missing something? It's not going to be 2 lighthouses, is it? We're missing something. I'm running out of things to do.
A fascinating book.
Oh, we have to select this. There we go.
Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor. Please let Mr. Holmes know that he may always read the latest strand at no cost.
All right, maybe we're going back to Holmes.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
We're getting a case from him. Briefing from Mycroft. One of our informants, Philip Hawke, has not been in contact for the last few days. Please check his status. He was working on an investigation close to his lodgings. Hawke is disabled, and his home is next to one of your client's houses, Captain Stenwick. Report to me after you have visited. I'll be in the bookshop. Sure. Report this, lives close to this, what shall we call him? The sack of shit that lives in here? Captain Stenwick. Treats everybody like garbage because he is garbage. He is the actual garbage. So this is Stenwick's house. He doesn't that? It's gotta be maybe here. This gate is closed. I just came down this road and went back up, so next to one of your client's houses. Shouldn't it like tell us when? Oh, now the gate is open. Hawke's house. This is his house? No. That is not his house.
Well, I'm not getting in here. The oldest letter was delivered 3 days ago.
Oh, my dog is under the table. I didn't even notice.
The milk has soured.
It looks like sour cream now. Alright, how are we getting inside? What is this guy doing?
Can I ask you a question?
No, I don't know anything about that.
It looks like he's spying on me. Oh, there's like this opens? Sheesh. Oh, there he is. Is he dead?
His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin. Royal Berkshire Regiment. They had it tough in Afghanistan.
Unfinished note, reading by Hawke, 5:45. Carriage with a hooded visitor arrived. 7:25. Carriage left, the visitor stayed inside. 9:10. Boxes with gold from the Japanese Imperial Mint arrived. 9:36. Boxes are still being unloaded. 10:10. The last box was moved inside the embassy. 11:33. Arrival of the Ottoman ambassador and vice consul. 12:44. The men are having a meeting on the second floor. There are maps of
A capital M signed by someone else's hand.
Missing one more hint here.
Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war. The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road. A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction. Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our suite in Baker Street.
So that guy's kind of dead.
Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
Right, but listen, Einstein. If he is here, he should have the key on him, right?
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
Unless the pick got stolen. Alright, we can report. Murder has happened. It was murder.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I have found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Okay. Let's go back to Holmes. Wait, can we maybe tell who profile of A. Rochester? That's not gonna be it. It's gonna be it. Archibald Rochester is alive and leading a cult. He aims to conduct a monstrous ritual at the Ardnamurchan lighthouse. By implication, the sacrifice of all the abductees of diverse ethnicities. Oh, so now I know why they were kidnapping people, or they were people napping people, since there were no kids from all over the world. Which somehow, if you think about it, doesn't make any sense either. What if they've been missing like a Brazilian tribe that never met anyone?
Another sinking near Scotland. By the strand for the details.
You need that one too to summon Cthulhu. Let's not overthink it.
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving
He's
oddly,
not looking good.
but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession, as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
So this is our last travel, I guess. Last destination. Chapter 8. The Awakening. Ardnamurchan Point.
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls. These seas have taken too many, John. Let's stop them from taking more then.
And here we are. Good old Scotland and like Archamarchamun. Ardnamarchamun. I forgot how it was called. Ardnamurchan. There we go. There you have it. Good old Ardnamurchan. Black featureless face, manually broken Egyptian motifs.
The door won't budge. Barred and barricaded from the inside.
Ardnamurchan. Excuse me, can you art my murchan? No? Okay. Then I will art your murchan.
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An ancient symbol of eternal renewal.
Ouroboros. Occult pattern grooved into indentation. Indentation.
Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key. An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century. Where did the shirt come from?
Holmes, look. There's a body here.
Not just any body, it's Ashmat.
The body is still soft to the touch. He died recently.
Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted.
There's his knife.
The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand. Oh, his eyes are gouged out.
Where are his eyes? Let's look for them on the floor.
A broken chain. Something was attached to the end.
His body succumbed to all those wounds.
Are they tossing people off the light tower and doing the ritual right now? Splash of blood, small pool, non-arterial wound. What are we doing? Oh, we're not switching through the... Okay. finger grooves searching for something. Disturb the mud.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back. This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here.
We're not finding it. Oh, there it is.
Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use. Interesting occult pattern.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.
I'm an investigative genius.
He crossed the ocean twice for his cult, only to end up splattered on this rock. Seems everyone is disposable.
Of course, when a Cthulhu comes, everyone's gonna die anyways. So let's make sure he never comes.
An obsidian heart. Masterful work.
And we're missing something here.
That's a crafty mechanism and quite ancient. This vessel is covered in dried blood.
Oh, I get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help. They used fresh blood in some kind of ritual.
Stab a dagger in your eye. Why not? Push the lever and then... Oh! Sign me up. I'll do the ritual with your eye. What are those pregnant women and like fish people? The fish people are counting gold. Tying the women up. But why are the fish people in a prison too? Oh, the blood comes to those creatures. There's the prison in there. Alright, let's go up and get some blood. From Ashmat. No. Fatal error. God damn. Okay, literally just saved as we were leaving. Perfect. Let's go to Mr. Ashmat. Which is not this way, but... Oh. That away.
Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson?
Fine, take my flask.
I have it?
Something
Okay.
in the caves drove Ashmad mad. It might still be there, so let's proceed.
Wait, other side?
The lever doesn't want to stay on its own.
Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
Oh, it's the prison that opens.
An obsidian heart. Masterful work.
So we don't have anything for the other side, huh? No.
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up.
We can't
Doors,
move.
Watson. Hold the doors.
Uh-oh.
Ah! We're trapped! Now what?
Look around. There must be something we can use.
What is this thing doing here suddenly? Is this always here?
Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what.
Oh, there's levers here, I guess. How many levers do we need?
Be ready for anything, Watson.
A chest.
It's all right, Watson. It's merely a chest with coins and a dagger, made of obsidian by the looks of it.
I'm not getting anything. Gosh darn.
Use these with care. Let us be the first adventurers to raid a tomb without destroying it.
I don't think we're gonna be the first ones. There surely have to have been careful raiders before us. So what did I do?
Terrific. Now, onward before they close again.
Let us hope our paths converge, Holmes.
What is this place?
It's calling me, John. I cannot bear it any longer.
Oh no.
Are you all right?
Everything is so easy.
Holmes, speak up. Holmes! Holmes!
Can't see anything.
Holmes! Speak up!
Please, John.
It should be right here.
Holmes!
Help me.
Son of a horse.
Holmes! Speak up!
Help me.
But is he running around as well? It seems to be further away than before.
I'm coming!
Watson.
Keep talking!
Watson.
Here.
Sherlock? Keep talking!
Help. Please help.
Sherlock? Holmes. Holmes, come on, wake up! Thank heavens. What were you doing? What happened?
The whirlwind. Stars so distant. The sun inverts the earth. It becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
Nothing is everything. We are so small, inconsequential. A shadow in the dark.
I think we best go back. You are not well, Sherlock.
No. We are so close. We cannot.
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
With every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must stop. Rochester, we must end this.
Ah, Sherlock, you almost died.
Do not worry about me, John. You have other men to save.
Are these all corpses? Oh, they are. And the severed arm, too. Nice.
Careful, Holmes.
Oh, I get it. They have evolved.
Sir, are you all right? No response.
Have you evolved? Lighthouse Keeper Diary. The builders from Tobar Mohoir know nothing that they ought to. I had to teach them how to change oil. Their one proficiency seems to be asking questions about the caves and where my son went missing. I said nothing at first. When some sort of lord arrived and offered me money for a tour, I relented and showed them around. The man claimed to be a collector of antiquities, but what could he have sought? It was easy money, but I cannot help but feel as if I betrayed this place and my boy. Oh, keys.
Here.
I thought that I'd seen horrors during the war, but this is complete madness.
Yep, they have been Cthulhu'd.
They are all entranced, captivated by the light of the lens.
And why do they have bags over their heads?
Sherlock, don't touch it. We still don't know what it is capable of.
Are they really ugly?
The base appears to rotate.
Hands off, Holmes. We have no idea of its purpose.
Hands on everything. So what is that doing? Do we just blast the light? I can't turn. Maybe you have to. No, it doesn't want to use it. Let's go here first.
The sheer form of it, the color, it makes me feel uneasy. Black, metallic, and with a characteristic hue. obsidian yet again.
I knew it. Ashmet, you must familiarize yourself with the process of charging the Khaled lenses, energizing them with beam emitters. The emitters themselves are not complicated to operate, but there can be no more mistakes as our day of reckoning draws near. One such error would be to keep that obsidian toy of yours near the lenses. They are strong in most circumstances, but vulnerable when energized, and we have only a limited supply.
This material feels very sturdy. It would take an enormous effort to break like that.
And they're making more of them?
Don't mind my trembling hands. It's not fear, it's adrenaline.
It's horniness. He's horny. So his hands are trembling. How to stop the ritual. Obsidian dagger. Range devices with beams. And this here. No. Everything wrong. Gosh darn. Everything wrong again. Well, how to interrupt the hypnosis from the lens. Okay, maybe we use the dagger here. Strange devices with beams, entranced people. There we go. Yes. Energize the lens, then Khaled lenses can only be destroyed with obsidian. The dagger from the caves should suit perfectly. The one hitch is that the lenses must first be made vulnerable by charging them, energizing them with beam emitters. Let's do that. So now we can turn this. And maybe the other side too. Just make sure we don't blast anyone's head off accidentally, and then we stab it.
That's it! You did it! The lens broke!
John, the worshippers, we need to make sure.
Of course, I'll see if they're all right.
I'm sure they're all right. They look fine to me, like completely normal people.
At least this awful mask is breathable.
Shouldn't we take their masks off? Or maybe we don't want to see how they look underneath.
Her chest is moving fast. She's hyperventilating.
Oh, we're saving them as Watson, huh?
Check her pulse, can you, Watson?
As expected, the pulse is elevated, but within normal limits.
Do I have to check all of them? I mean, this isn't really better than them standing around the crystal. They're just standing around here like corpses. What a vast improvement. What am I doing? Am I leaving again? No. Oh, maybe we can do the other. How to stop the ritual thing. Obsidian dagger. Lens's weakness. Oh, we need a green one. Oh wait. We go through here.
Stop there, shipmates! A storm awakens and we've battened down the hatches.
Dirty Summers, I presume. Nice to put a filthy, sweat-covered face to a name.
That's no way to speak to a captain.
Sherlock, get down!
Watson, you killed him!
I didn't have a choice.
Well, what's done is done. If we do not stop Rochester, Summers' death will be but one of many.
Yeah, let's go and mourn him. Did I have an option to shoot the weapon out of his hand? I mean, this isn't like a Wild West movie.
The sailor who didn't survive the storm.
The port of London feels so long ago.
My sanity
Forgive me,
is
Summers.
slipping away. I feel like I've been there.
And the only marker I had was on his head.
Mad cultists, ancient ritual sites. Had I known where this case would lead, I would never have brought you to see Stenwick.
Well, I guess now it is too late for that.